Are you worried about having no med school interviews? I'm here to tell you why and what you can do. But just know that you are not alone. The period after you submit your secondaries and before you receive an interview invite is actually the most mentally draining throughout the entire medical school application timeline. And if you're lucky, this will only last a few weeks. But if not, then this period could go on for many months. And not knowing why you've been rejected or put on hold can be very frustrating. So in this video, I will help you ease your anxiety by telling you why your application may still be in the waitlist pile for interviews, and why you should still prepare for your interview despite not receiving a medical school interview invite just yet. Hi, I'm Natalie Stoberman and I'm an admissions associate here at BeMo. Before we get started, subscribe on whatever social media channel that you're watching this on so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. And if you'd like us to help you with your med school interview, visit BeMoMedInterview.com to schedule your free initial consultation. And FYI, check out the timestamps in the description of this video so you can navigate to specific sections that you're interested in. Here's what we're going to cover. When do students usually hear back from Adcomms? Possible reasons why you're not getting interview invites. How to prepare for med school interviews. And additional things that you can do to improve your application. And we're giving away $50 Amazon gift cards every week to the best comments and questions. So comment below for your chance to win. And we also have some important advice on how to prepare for med school interviews. And I'll talk about that throughout the video, so make sure that you watch the whole thing so you don't miss it. So let's get started. First, let's understand when do students usually hear back from admissions departments. Trying to understand why you have no medical school interview invites can be incredibly stressful. And for many students, the greatest source of anxiety after submitting their application is the sense of helplessness that they feel. And while application submission is going on, you're busy writing your medical school personal statement and medical school secondary essays, and there isn't much time to sit and worry. But once all these applications have been submitted, there's suddenly a lot more free time, and most students spend it worrying. You need to know that the dates for interviews can vary depending on the school. For instance, programs with rolling admissions usually have a longer interview season starting as early as July and ending as late as March. So check your school's admissions websites to confirm the exact timelines for their interview season. And if you haven't yet, here's a general interview timeline for most med schools. Late June to early July is when application review begins. Then the earliest interview invites are issued in July. August through March are when interviews are conducted. And March is typically the cutoff for the last invites and interviews. So with this timeline, the med school interview process lasts an average of 8 to 9 months. But remember, this timeline includes the overall interview period for all medical schools in the US and Canada. And most programs in the US limit their interview season to no more than 3 or 4 months. So if they start interviews in October, they will generally conclude them by the end of January. And in general, the busiest interview season is from late September to January. And since most programs in Canada do not have rolling admissions, interview invites are generally sent out after all the applications have been received and reviewed. And Canadian medical schools hold interviews over 1 or 2 weekends in the fall or the winter. So how do you know when it's too late to get an interview? Again, this is something that you need to confirm by checking the website of the school in question, as every program has a different policy. Some med schools don't want applicants reaching out for information, and you'll have to wait until roughly in March to get their decision, either a rejection, waitlist, or invited for an interview. Other schools might not reach out to rejected applicants at all, and will specify a certain date as the deadline for receiving interview invitations. So if this official deadline has gone by, then you shouldn't expect an interview invite. But many schools opt for a flexible approach that allows them to adapt their dates and schedules as per the specific requirements of application season. In these cases, no news is good news. And it means the school might still be mulling over your application, and you are still in the mix. Even if many months have passed since you submitted your application, you could be on a pre-interview hold, which is essentially like being waitlisted before the interview. And your application could be picked up for review again and even issued an interview invite if more spots open up, or you can favorably impress the admissions committee via additional communications. So if luck hasn't been on your side during the med school application process, here are possible reasons why you're not getting interview invites. When you come to this point, it's not uncommon to ask yourself, what was wrong with my application? It's absolutely crucial that you reflect on this moving forward. Why, you may ask? Because if you don't get any interview invites this season, then you'll be aware of your own mistakes and can avoid repeating them again for next application cycle. So let's dive into what you should consider when you analyze your application. Did your stats meet the standards of the schools that you applied to? While you may have ensured that your application meets the minimum medical school requirements for the schools that you applied to, that's not enough to get an interview invite. Medical schools receive thousands and sometimes tens of thousands of applications every year, and only the brightest and most talented students actually receive an interview invite. So you should check with MSAR, as well as the admission website of your schools, to confirm the average accepted stats for the schools that you've applied to. Did you emphasize the right extracurriculars? If you already have a high GPA and a great MCAT score, then the reason you're probably not getting an interview invite is because your list of extracurriculars isn't impressing the Adcomms. Most medical schools look for certain types of extracurriculars like clinical experience, shadowing experience, volunteer work, and research activities. However, how these experiences are valued could vary from one program to the next. And this means that doing research on how many hours of volunteering or research experience that a school you're applying to requires should give you some direction on how to tailor your list of extracurriculars. Did you emphasize your clinical experience? Clinical experience is a critical extracurricular for medical school. And one of the most common reasons that applicants are rejected is because of their lack of clinical experience. This could simply be because you don't understand what constitutes as clinical experiences. This can be tricky to differentiate. In most instances, your shadowing hours for medical school, even if they're completed in a clinical setting, do not count as clinical experience. Shadowing is a more passive activity, and while it can be useful and an impressive addition to your medical school resume, it's no replacement for clinical experience. Even volunteer hours in a medical environment that don't involve clinical work, or an administrative job in a hospital, don't count towards your clinical experience requirements. Was your application weak, late, or rushed? Reflect on whether your application was the best it could possibly have been. Think about whether your essays demonstrated your best skills, most significant activities, and generally presented a holistic picture of what makes you the right candidate. Your application should tell a story of your journey to medical school, and it should captivate the admissions committee so it can stand out among the thousands of other applications. So despite not having an interview invite, you should still do interview prep. One of the most common mistakes that students make during the med school application process is to wait until they receive their interview invitation to start interview prep. While it's natural to want a breather after submitting so many essays and documents, don't forget that the application process isn't over yet. Rather than sitting around worrying about the status of your application, why not utilize this time to prepare for the next step? Even if you have no interview invitations yet, you could receive them later in the season. And at that point, it's likely that there will be fewer spots available, so it's even more crucial that you give an amazing interview performance. That will only be possible if you've put in some time and effort towards interview prep. Some students receive interview invitations just a few weeks after submitting their application, which is great in terms of alleviating their anxiety, but it doesn't leave them much time for interview prep. So the silver lining of playing the waiting game is that you can spend plenty of time mastering the critical communication skills required for an interview. Even if you don't get that coveted interview invite, these interview skills could help you land prestigious extracurricular experiences and opportunities to brush up your resume as you're waiting. In the long term, if you decide to apply again next year, these skills can give you a competitive edge next season or for any other future interviews in your academic and professional life. So here's how you can prepare for interviews. Preparing for medical school interviews isn't as easy as simply looking up some commonly asked questions. We suggest following a 3-step approach. 1. Research the format. Make sure you find out the specific interview format at your top programs and tailor your interview prep for those requirements. There are typically 3 formats: the panel or traditional med school interviews, multiple mini interviews, and hybrid interviews, which include elements of both MMI and traditional interviews. Number 2, review questions and practice answers. Next, review the most common questions that you can expect based on your research and start practicing your answers. Don't just stick to the typical questions like, why do you want to be a doctor? Or tell me about yourself. Also, focus on the broader range of format-specific questions that you might face. For instance, if most of the schools that you're applying to use the MMI, make sure you practice answering different types of MMI questions and interacting with different stations. This can range from traditional interview stations to simulated patient interaction stations or acting stations. And 3, do mock interviews. This is an extremely important part of your interview prep. After doing your research, reviewing common questions, and brainstorming your answers, you need to make time to prioritize mock interviews. These should be conducted in a realistic setting and follow the same format, structure, and timing as the actual interviews. This allows you to get comfortable with the format and gain the confidence to tackle whatever questions may be thrown at you. Additional things that you can do to improve your application. Like I said earlier, one of the main reasons that students who have great GPAs and MCAT scores don't get a med school interview invite is because they lack meaningful extracurricular experience. And for these experiences to be meaningful, they need to show their suitability for medical school and for the specific program that they're applying to. And if you're in a position to add or improve your list of extracurriculars, then try to achieve a balance between being strategic and picking activities that align with your top choice program's values and vision, and picking the activities that excite you on a personal level. Here's a hot tip. Sometimes the avenues of communication between schools about extracurriculars aren't always closed. You can send additional experiences and achievements to certain schools through your letters of update and letters of interest. Sending additional communications to a school is a good idea, especially later in the application season. It helps your application and candidature stay fresh in the Adcomms minds, and it also provides you with a means to communicate the additional skills, awards, and experiences that you've gained since applying. This can also prove to the admissions committees that you have the initiative, determination, and motivation to keep working towards improving yourself. There is a difference between an update and a letter of interest. An update could be a simple modification or addition to your profile and application, as long as it's permitted by the school. Remember that some aspects of your application cannot be updated. The letter of update is more of an informal communication. It's usually focused on just providing details of the updates to your application, and this could include details of your non-academic experiences, as well as academic updates such as the transcript for the fall semester. On the other hand, a letter of interest is a formal letter that reaffirms your interest in the specific program. The letter can also include a reiteration of your unique qualities, experiences, and strengths that make you an ideal candidate for their program. And it can also include details of additional experiences and activities that you've accomplished. So when writing this letter, try to keep it succinct and tailor the content to focus on the theme of what makes you such a great candidate for your intended school. So go ahead and include thoughtful details about the curriculum, the program, or the school vision or inspirational alumni. Lastly, there's the letter of intent. And this is a more specific letter that you will only send to a single school. With this letter, you're telling your intended school that it is your top choice and that if you're offered a place that you will definitely accept. You should only send one letter of intent, and ideally, we would suggest waiting to send this letter after you've been interviewed or if you've been waitlisted at your top school. However, if February arrives and you still haven't received a single interview invite, you don't have much to lose by sharing a letter of intent. Most schools keep a strategic eye on their matriculation figures and would naturally want to issue interview invites and acceptances to students who are most likely to accept. By reaffirming your commitment to the school, even before the interview, you could give yourself the slight edge that you need to land a last-minute interview. With these strategies in mind, it is so important to plan ahead and prepare for the worst. Ask yourself, what will you do if you receive no interview invitations? While this possibility can be frustrating to think about, remember that it's not necessarily the end of your medical dreams. Use this opportunity to self-reflect and identify the key weaknesses of your application. And from there, think about what to do to upgrade your application. Maybe consider if taking a gap year before medical school can help you. Many students use the gap year to complete a post-bac program or a special master's program to improve their GPA and get a stronger foundation in science subjects, while others use the gap year to build their extracurriculars with more clinically or medically focused experience. Remember that your school selection also plays a critical role in your acceptance chances. Maybe you haven't maximized your chances of success by targeting the schools where you're most likely to be accepted. At this stage, you can also consider hiring a medical school advisor to give you expert guidance about selecting the right schools and how to improve your acceptance chances. That's our advice on what you can do when you're waiting for medical school interviews. Check out our blog to read more interview strategies and how you can improve your med school application. I've included the link in the description of this video for easy access. And if you'd like us to help you with your medical school application, check out BeMoMedApplication.com to schedule your free initial consultation. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, so please subscribe, like, and leave a comment. And if you have any questions about waiting for med school interviews that I didn't cover, let me know in the comment section and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. And don't forget that we're giving away $50 Amazon gift cards every week to the best comments and questions, so comment below for your chance to win. Thanks for watching and see you next time.